A medical doctor, cardiology resident here in Germany.
I know that's right. What was the first thing that came into your mind?
YouTube again. Yeah.
Do you feel like how are you?
Good question. As a foreigner in a foreign country.
Oh, I thought I was the one asking the question.
See, we moved to Germany in 2011.
I came in 2016.
When have I never worked? I was a dance teacher at the point. I don't.
Oh my god! She's the TikTok guru. It doesn't take too much. What actually led you into content creation in the first place?
That's a good question. I'd hardly see people like me.
You're one of like my TikTok inspiration. Because I get in my head sometimes the Germans can be a little bit chill. It's not that serious.
Yeah, this is me on Instagram. Watch me. That's a little cringe.
How do I come to Germany? How do I study nursing? Racism is here to stay. Like, are you the only black doctor at your hospital? I'm sorry, why do people actually call me black? Like, I'm not black.
What term would you prefer me to use?
Melanin coated sugar brown. I never knew I was different until I landed Germany.
Yeah, global.
I am still tired from that night. German is killing us.
Because if not, you run mad.
This husband we are looking for will not come to our house.
They will not knock on your door.
I don't know where love will fit in.
How many are not married? How many are not fuckboys or whatever?
Oh, this is in here. I'm sorry to trash.
What has been your biggest challenge living in Germany?
Guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing me for the very first time, hi, my name is Amara. I am a Nigerian and I study and live in Germany. Today I bring you a new series on my channel which is called A Small Talk with Amara. It's basically where I invite people over and we get to answer 10 questions and probably play a game, or just talk about something fun. So for today's episode I have a friend and someone who is the dream of every Nigerian parent. You guys are going to find out in a minute why I say that. So she has lived in Germany for a very long time, and yeah, we're just going to talk about stuff, answer questions. Please do not click out because it's going to be quite interesting. Cheers. Like I told you guys, I have my first guest here and I'm just gonna let her introduce herself.
Okay. So my name is Inkem. I am a medical doctor, cardiology resident here in Germany. Currently
I know that's right. Okay, sorry.
Currently in my 5th year of residency, and yeah, I am gespannt.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited that you're here. Thank you so much for accepting to do this with me today. I have 10 questions written down and Nkem is gonna help us answer those questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you feel like
let's get I was born ready.
Yeah. So for what was the first thing that came into your mind when I told you about today's video?
I'm like, YouTube again. But that's not all. Of course that's not all that I thought.
Okay.
I
What
thought
else?
was the first and then I was like, of course I would love to share my insight, whatever experience, and if there's anybody to do this, to put out this little story, then it's Amara, best person for the job.
And that's right, she's also a content creator. Tell me about black girls wearing so many hats. Like, I just love it when I see black people doing excellently good. Like, it just warms my heart. How are you? I'm not talking about how are you, like people ask on a generic basis.
Okay.
Now, just how are you really?
Wow, good question.
Yeah.
Do you want the long form? Do you want the truth, or do you want what I tell every other person?
I don't want what you tell every other person. Okay, because my family and I were kind of like special. We have a special bond. So just, be special with us.
Okay, without like beating around the bush, I'm okay. I'm super happy where I am right now. I am content.
Yes.
I am doing well. I'm doing fine in Germany. I'm okay. Of course, we have our little problems here and there, especially living in Germany and you know, living the whole perks, I would say, of living as a foreigner in a foreign country, away from family and friends. It's never easy, but I think it gets easier with time.
Okay.
So I'm okay.
Okay, that's good.
How are you doing?
Oh, okay. I thought I was the one asking the question. But okay. I'm actually.
See? See? You think you're the only one that can ask questions in this small talk with us.
Generally, I think I'm okay. Like, I'm okay, but I'm not like good. Do you get? And it has a lot to do with like pressures we face every day, work and personal life. I'm very grateful for where I am right now, but sometimes I just feel like it could be better. Do you get? So I feel like that's my state of mind right now.
Okay.
So moving on to next question. How long have you actually been in Germany, and how long have you been studying?
Too long. So I actually moved to Germany in 2011. That would make 12 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay.
That's 5 years more than me. I mean,
krass. Yeah, it's a long time.
I came in 2016, January 2016. Please don't drink at home. Children, go inside, okay?
Drink
Cheers.
juice. Don't listen to these people. Do as we say, don't do as we do. And I basically studied for 6 years of medical school. Or before I could get into medical school, I had to go through a 1-year recognition course program.
Student colleague, right? Yeah, I did it as well. Oh, okay.
So
have you ever worked like a part-time job?
What? Like, you would ask me, when have I never worked?
Oh, okay.
I have always been working.
I know, but okay, let's just say you've been working in the medical field this whole time, right?
Yeah.
But I mean like the normal, like the generic student part-time job, like waitress, or I don't know, babysitting, like just the normal stuff people do here. Have you ever done that?
Yeah. I actually semi-funded my medical school through working in the hospital as a nurse's assistant. But
that's really nice.
Yeah. And
we by the way, I'm sorry, but we nurses, we love doctors that have like nursing experience. So kudos to you.
So we understand each other. But yes, I did that throughout my study. Okay, I did that for like I think 3 years, and then I also did like phlebotomy. Blowing on, and I did that for also maybe 2 or 3 years, and then in between that I was doing a lot of things. I think I was a dance teacher at the point. I don't think I've said this anywhere.
Oh my god!
I used to teach hip hop, but private lessons.
Oh wow! Okay, that's.
I did a lot of like
that's
a lot
fancy.
of stuff.
I'm looking for a particular word
to describe this.
Yeah, because
anomaly.
I never would have thought that you had done something like that.
Oh yeah. When I was younger.
Oh, when you were younger. Okay. So we were actually discussing this on the phone 2 days ago. And I just feel like, you know, as a medical doctor who also does like social media, like she's the TikTok guru, like Nkemu would think of the most generic but very important caption. And sometimes when I see your videos, I'm like, Amara, like it doesn't take too much. You just open your camera, film yourself and slap a caption on that, and everything is Gucci.
Yeah.
You get? So where do you get like your inspiration, or what actually led you into content creation in the first place?
Well, that's a good question. Content creating, I think, I mean, in the age of social media, we all see stuff and we can relate to it in a way. And I just felt like when I started content creation, there wasn't a lot like when I started, like I'm a guru or something. I'm not like any TikTok famous or nothing. I have barely nothing. But when I started, like when I was watching like YouTube videos or TikTok or Instagram, I'd hardly see people like me basically being represented, especially in Germany. Like it was just like, come, why don't you share this part of your life also with people? And basically it's just like a little representation of, I don't know, black people in Germany, and like coming from my perspective, what I went through. Basically it's just the fact that I wanted to show a little bit of my life, or share a little bit of my life with the world, so that people out there can also see a little representation of what we are doing here in Germany.
Well, that's nice. You may not know this, or I think you actually know this. You're one of like my TikTok inspiration. Honestly, like it just you show me that it doesn't take a lot to actually get a message out or to film a content.
That's sweet.
Because I get in my head sometimes, I'm like, oh, this has to be perfect, oh, I have to have this, but Nkem will literally just put her camera and which leads me actually to the next question. How are you actually able to film like in hospitals? Because I know sometimes the Germans can be a little bit when it comes to like a professional setting, and then for a doctor, because I can, like doctors in my ICU ward where I work, like I can't even like imagine them like, which one, they are all very serious. I'm like, chill, it's not that serious, you get? So how are you able to like navigate that? And also what does your co-workers think about that? Do they watch your videos?
I cannot say if they see me, because I don't like actively go and say, here, this is me on Instagram, watch me. I think that's a little cringe. But like what I do basically is, the most time where I'm filming, it's not in my regular work hours. Because my regular work hours is I'm at work. Then every other thing around it is me coming in. Maybe I'm in the hospital 20 minutes before the start of my shift, or after my shift. And if I do anything in between, it's really like it doesn't happen, frankly speaking. It's just, if I do something during my shift, it's basically like it's like the most relaxed kind of recording. So generally it's before or after a shift. Anything in between is really just the littlest part. I actually believe that, because your videos are not even like up to 10 seconds. You just take them and you're gone. So as a content creator and a medical doctor, what questions do you get the most online from people in Germany and outside Germany? Actually, I think it's the same question, and it's this question that I don't know how to navigate, because it
pops up
every time. And I don't know how I can keep answering the same question 100 times. And I'm sorry, like I don't know. But the question is basically how to But I don't want to be mean, but I've answered I repeatedly answered the same question.
Goodness.
I think it's the same thing for you.
It's the same, like they're always asking, how do I come to Germany? How do I study nursing? But do you know the fact about it? When you now actually take your time, because it's not as if we don't make videos about this topic. Well, I can't speak for myself. You guys know that I make videos about like studying in Germany and my experience in Germany. Actually, any serious person who wants to come to Germany, you don't even need to ask me. Because you have Google, you have the embassy, and you have my videos. So it's left for you to like go through them and know what you want to do. But what I was about to say is that they would ask you this question 100 million times, and then when you take your time to answer them and tell them what it actually entails, they won't write you anymore.
Like at a point I had to close my Instagram messages and then open and then click, because I didn't want to look like you're sitting on a high horse and you don't want to answer the people. It's a gun. It's crazy. It
is actually. Like, for those of you watching this video, if you want to know how to come to Germany, I promise you all the information you need is on Google and also on the embassy's website. So I don't know, like people just want everything served to them on a platter of gold.
It's crazy.
Okay, so as black people, we of course know that racism is something that will follow us for it's not going anywhere. No matter how we want to sugarcoat it, racism is here to stay. Whoever is trying to pretend as if it's not happening is actually the main problem, because it's there. So I just want to ask you, have you encountered any racism in your place of work? Like, are you the only black doctor at your hospital?
I am the only, I'm the only black doctor who wasn't born in Germany, let's say. Who didn't grow up here.
Yeah.
I do have a consultant who's also black, so it's actually different. But I think...
I'm sorry, why do people actually call us black? Like, I'm not black.
What are we?
I'm brown. I'm melanated.
Oh yeah, melanin popping. I can see.
I am sugar brown coated.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yes.
Like, why are you calling me black?
Okay. Sorry. What term would you prefer me to use?
Melanin coated sugar brown.
Okay. I have a consultant who is melanin coated sugar brown. Not me. I'm the adjectives. We need the long line of adjectives to describe just because
I'm everything except black.
Okay, Cholegong.
Yeah? Okay. No, I don't mean you, but I'm just like saying, like, in the world out there.
But basically it's like people of color.
People of color, yeah. We could also use that.
Okay, we can do BIPOC.
Yeah.
Like people of color. Okay. Yeah, I do have one consultant who is actually not black, and then
people of color. Okay, she's mixed.
He is mixed.
He is mixed. Okay.
So I think like we have two different lived experiences, because a man clearly black presenting is different from my experience as a young girl who's clearly black presenting. So of course I've encountered racism, and it's a topic that we have to deal with every day.
Yeah.
But I feel like at this point I myself have found a way to just navigate it and just like put that in, like I have a folder for myself and I just shelf it away and just move on with my life, because I cannot keep stuck with it. So yeah,
that's true. It's also the same for me. Like I am still learning to like deal with it, because I never knew I was different until I landed Germany. I'm in Nigeria. I didn't know I had to like be cautious of stuff. I saw people who looked like me, who did things the same, who thought like me. You get, but here it's so different. So every day you learn, because every day you meet new people and they show you new character and
unlock new characters every
honestly
day.
FOMO is something very large for most young people here in Germany. In case you do not know this, Germany is not such a social country. With like the social life here is, for the lack of a better word, dead. I am sorry, like, do you, because I've also heard you or seen your video where you talked about like having FOMO a lot, you know, missing out. I mean, we are young, this is our prime, and I feel like the only thing I do is just go to work, sleep, eat.
But actually, is that for a lack of opportunity to go out, or is that because you're in healthcare? Because I feel like healthcare jobs plus, of course, not Germany, of course, but I feel like a lot more weight is on the healthcare job, because you go to night shifts. The other day we were talking and you're like, you're just coming out of how many rules of night shift. I don't think you will come out and start jumping, going to any club or hopping around.
I am still tired from that night shift.
So please, I don't know if of course they both play a role, but I think it's a mix of both of them. Because I feel like if we also live like in better cities, but yeah, I think it's a mix of the, like in the healthcare system you have tiring work hours, and then you don't have you know,
guys, German is killing us. You know, we are at a point where we can neither speak perfect English nor perfect German. Like everything is just mixed.
It's muddled up.
But it's okay.
You understand?
It's okay. I get what you do.
Thank you.
I hope you guys also understand what you meant. Okay, so when it comes to like actively looking for friends, because that was something I told myself last year. I don't even know if I achieved that, but I wanted to actively network, bring together like young people to have fun. I had the games night last year, and I also wanted to do it again this year, but I don't know, work has just been crazy. So how do you meet? Like, do you go to people and be like, oh hi, or do you meet people like online, or are you just the type that is stuck with your circle?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because I know you have circles.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question, but I feel like it falls back to the same thing of I'm barely out. I'm usually at work, like you said, or sleep at home, recuperating from work. So apart from that, I also feel like in Germany, at least my lived experience, you have to actively work on your friend circle. So what I do is I do have friends that I already have, and apart from that, I am warming up to the idea of like going on Bumble. There's Bumble friends. Meeting new people. Are you not
scared? I feel like I'm scared. Like,
but I mean,
meeting people like that. Like I don't mind meeting people through Instagram. There was a girl who actually wrote to me. I was like, oh Amara, I've been following you, and I would love to like hang out. I was like, yeah, cool. Like nice. I went through her page and I saw like, okay, this person probably is not a serial killer. I am not really the person who nourishes friendship.
Oh, go on.
Because I feel like, one, I'm tired always. You get, and secondly, you have to actually also work for me.
Okay.
You get, like, I can't be doing
all the effort.
So when I don't call or when I don't reach out, I also want you to like reach out, invite me
it is a giving
stuff and all that. And I want to go out a lot this year actually. I want to go out on dates, like solo dates. I don't you know, just go sit at a restaurant, go sit at a bar, and see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's a good starting point. Because if not, you run mad. No, frankly speaking, and honestly, it's crazy. You have to. I think you also. I understand what you're saying, that you have to. It's a give and take. But I feel like you also have to actively put yourself out there, because where are we meeting people?
You have to. And also in terms of like, okay, let's not talk about that.
Like there are no social spots to meet people. Like they're not plenty.
Honestly, and when you're also not putting yourself out there, and you know, for people to come and find you, this husband we are looking for will not come to our house.
They will not knock on your door. No, so I can knock on your door, but the husband will not come and knock.
He will not come on your door. You don't come to your door and knock. So I want to ask you, do you also think that plays a role, like in our dating like life? Can you remember a video I posted on the group one day about like dating in Germany? It's been like so many years now, and I came under a lot of fire for that video.
Really?
Because the one sentence I said there that people actually took out and tried to make it a thing was that I feel like finding love in Germany is hard because most people are struggling either with work or with maybe struggling was a harsh word or was a heavy word, but what I just meant was that it's not easy here, especially for black people in London or in US. They have probably their parents financing their studies, but here in Germany, anybody you see here is financing their life, because Germany is actually very good. Like it gives you the opportunity to work and you get. So what I meant was that people are, you know, either working so hard or going to school. You come here, you have to learn the language, you have to do student college, you have to do DSI, you have to go to the university. Like it's just a lot of, you know, struggle.
It's a lot going on.
So I don't know where love will fit in.
No place for love in this country.
I don't know where love will fit in all that, because I'm using myself as a yardstick now. Because when I was in all that stress, someone to come to me and say you love me, I can't.
Really?
Like, it's just too much.
Of course I can relate with that. I can imagine.
So do you think that in general, like, dating is kind of difficult for people of color in Germany?
I think that it depends on what the individual is looking for, because if you see you're looking for a let's say a black partner, there are not we are, how many black people are in Germany? I think maybe a million.
They're not enough.
And then how many are in your city? How many are in your state? How many do you get to see?
How many are not married?
How many are not married? How many are not fuckboys or whatever?
How
many are not demons? Exactly. So by the time you eliminate all of this, it's one person.
Here, I'm sorry, it's trash. But I feel it's everywhere. Everywhere.
I feel like if you're in the UK where you have I don't know how many million black people, if you want black people, of course.
But I feel like that will also give you more options of getting your heart broken.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, if you do not try, you do not know. There is the possibility that you'll get your heart broken because you're putting yourself out there, you're trying for love every time. But I mean, there's also some fun parts in it, so I don't think like you have to just sit on the negative, like the possibility of getting your heart broken. If you just hold on to that, you probably never find love.
Yeah, because I have a theory that where there's less, there's also a room for like longevity.
That's true though.
You get because now you don't have to like hop between Kunle, Emeka, Chinedu, Emma, and likewise Kunle, Emeka, Chinedu, and Emma don't have to hop between Amara and Kem, Ifnaya, and you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you know that there's no more, that like there's not much out there.
You hold the one you have.
You hold the one you have. You hold the one that you have that is actually a good person and not a demon, and you know, try to make something work out. So are you dating?
Yes, I have a partner.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
I do.
That's nice. So just taking, guys. We've actually come to the end of the questions that I have for you.
This is fun.
Yeah. Do you have any question for me?
Yeah.
Okay, you get one question.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I have to think. What do I want to use this question for?
Oh, I think very wise.
What has been your biggest challenge living in Germany?
My biggest challenge. I think it will have to be schooling. Yeah, schooling and just my studies, because for everyone who has followed me on this journey on YouTube, you all know where I started. You all know where I am right now. So it's been a long time coming, you know, right from when I finished secondary school in Nigeria, because I came immediately after my secondary school. So like, just imagine that since 2013 I have been in a classroom up until last year August. You get? Because there's always something, there's always one examination, there's always one level to get to that brought me here. So I think that will be like my biggest challenge so far. But I'm grateful to God, I made it. And yeah. So when people ask me like, is it difficult to study, I just tell them it's difficult, but it's not impossible. So is this. If I did it, so many other people before me also did it, you can also do it. Word. Okay, we've actually come to the end of this episode. I hope you did enjoy it, and please share this video with your friends, your loved ones, even your enemies, and watch out for next episode. How was it for you?
Are we filming?
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was nice. It was very coordinated. It was like very flowy. It was like almost we were having a discussion, like just a conversation or on the phone or just chatting. So I kind of liked it. It's really interesting.
Okay.
I'm
oh, thank you so much.
I'm excited to see the next episodes. I really hope that you push through it, like
I will.
More and more episodes. We want more. I'm interested in getting to see your next interviews.
Thank you so much. I will. I just need to like get more people to come and sit down and talk with me. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I shall see you in our next episode. Bye guys.
It was really cool. It's really cool. Your questions were just flowing from one into the other. It's really nice. And there are questions that you can also reuse because it's not like one person specific or something.
Oh, that's very nice.
So
okay,
nice.
Bye guys.